Can AI really write blog posts that actually rank on Google? I mean, everyone's talking about AI writing, this potential game changer.
Yeah, the buzz is huge.
But can it actually, duke it out with us humans in the SRPs? The search results?
Well, the results from this experiment we looked at, they might surprise you. Might make you rethink things a bit.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So let's skip the usual intro stuff and just dive straight in.
Absolutely. Let's get right into the data from this AI SEO test. Think of this as like your personal tutorial, a peek behind the curtain.
A cheat sheet. I like that. Understanding what happened and what it means for your content strategy, right?
Exactly. This isn't just theory, it's based on a real test, real numbers.
So our mission basically is to figure out if AI content can climb the Google ranks and maybe even, jump ahead of human stuff.
And how? We're really breaking this down step by step, like a tutorial on this whole AI SEO showdown.
Okay, step 1, the experiment setup. What was the core idea?
Simple, really. A head-to-head comparison, AI-written blog posts versus human-written ones.
Targeting the exact same keywords?
Yep, same keywords, and we tracked them for 3 months.
3 months, okay. Decent time frame. And on what kind of websites?
Sites that were pretty similar, same kind of domain authority ballpark, that DA 35 to 40 range.
The sweet spot. Not too big, not too small. So they have some clout, but aren't like unbeatable giants.
Precisely. We wanted a fair fight. Same kind of content history, same technical SEO setup underneath. Apples to apples as much as possible.
And the keywords weren't easy pickings either, were they?
No way. 10 competitive terms. We're talking fitness, personal finance.
Always competitive.
Oh yeah. Home improvement, digital marketing, travel. A real mix.
And decent search volume.
1,000 to 5,000 monthly searches each, moderate difficulty. No cakewalks here. This was a proper test.
It's timely, too, because AI writing tools have changed so much.
Oh, massively. Remember the early days?
Yeah.
That slightly robotic prose?
Like a dial-up modem trying to write poetry. Blessed circuits. But yeah, things like Claude AI, GPT-4, they're way more sophisticated now.
Much more nuanced, much more human-like text, actually.
And Google's view has evolved too, right?
True.
They're not automatically against AI content anymore.
Exactly. They were cautious at first, but now the focus is really on, is the content helpful? Is it high quality? Does it satisfy the user?
Less about how it was made.
Pretty much. People like John Mueller, Danny Sullivan from Google, they've said it's the manipulation for ranking that's bad, not using AI itself. If it's good content, it's good content.
Okay, so the stage was set. Let's get into the AI writing part, the tutorial aspect.
Yeah.
How did they actually do it?
Right, your crash course in AI content creation, the absolute #1 thing, prompt engineering.
That's what I keep hearing. Like 80% of the output quality comes down to the prompt.
It really feels like it. It's
Okay.
fundamental. You can't just type in, write a blog post about X and expect gold.
So what makes a good prompt? You said there were 5 steps.
Yep, 5 key things. First, clear context and background. Give the AI the full picture, like you're briefing a human writer.
Okay, context. Makes sense. What's number 2?
Know your audience. Tell the AI exactly who you're talking to, what they need, what their problems are.
Target audience. Got it. 3.
Keywords. Include the relevant keywords, related terms, semantic stuff. Give it the SEO ingredients.
Right, the building blocks. And 4.
Structure and format. Be the architect. Tell it the H2s, the H3s, how you want it organized. Bullet points, lists.
Lay it all out.
Yeah.
And finally, step 5.
Tone and style. Casual, formal, witty, authoritative. You set the vibe. The more specific you are, the better it gets.
And choosing the right AI tool matters too, presumably.
Oh, definitely. Like, for this test, Claude AI was highlighted because it's good at that natural conversational style. And apparently, fewer factual errors, which is a bonus.
Fewer errors is always good. What else?
DeepSeek R1 got mentioned as a research powerhouse, great for digging up data before you even start writing.
So, like a research assistant AI.
Kinda, yeah. Then there's Perplexity AI for super up-to-date info, and Napkin AI for visuals, using the right tool for the job.
Okay, so walk me through the AI writing protocol for this test, step by step.
All right. Step 1. DeepSeek R1 did the initial research for each topic, gathered all the facts and figures.
Okay, got the raw material.
Step 2. That research was then fed into Claude AI, along with those really detailed prompts we talked about, target keyword, structure, tone, aiming for 1,500, 2,000 words.
So giving Claude the research and the instructions.
Exactly. Step 3. Review for factual accuracy. Can't skip that.
Crucial.
Step 4. Basic formatting headings, lists, putting in some images.
Making it readable.
And step 5, this is important for the test they published it without major human editing or rewriting the AI's core text.
Ah, okay. So they really wanted to see what the AI could do on its own, more or less.
Pretty much, just the basic polish.
Now, how did that compare to the human process in the experiment?
Very similar setup. The human writers got the exact same research data from DeepSeek R1.
Okay, level playing field on information.
Yep, same specs, keywords, structure, tone, word count. Then they went through a standard editorial review, formatting, images.
The usual human workflow.
Right. And then published on the same sites, same DA, same everything, as close to a perfect comparison as you could realistically get.
All right. The moment of truth then, the ranking results.
Right.
After 3 months, what did the data show? Was there a plot twist?
There kind of was, maybe a bit surprising. Get this. 4 out of the 10 AI articles actually ranked higher than the human ones.
Wow, okay, so AI won 4 rounds.
But hold on, the humans weren't down and out. They came out on top in 3 of the 10 matchups.
Okay, so 4-3 to the AI so far. What about the other 3?
Basically a tie, neck and neck. Rankings were only different by like 1 or 2 spots.
Yeah.
Super close.
Interesting. So not a total AI landslide, but still 4 out of 10 is significant. What about actual traffic? Did the rankings translate?
Yeah, let's look at the visits. Over the 3 months, the AI content pulled in about 12,374 organic visits.
Not bad for the silicon scribes and the humans.
Slightly more, actually, 13,129 organic visits.
Huh. So humans got a bit more traffic overall, even though AI won slightly more ranking battles.
Yeah, but the difference is only about 6%. Statistically, that's pretty small. Very close race on traffic, too.
Were there differences based on the topic, the niche?
Good question. Yes, there seemed to be. AI did better in digital marketing and personal finance.
Maybe more data-driven topics.
Could be. Humans seem to have the edge in fitness and travel. Home improvement was kind of a toss-up.
Fascinating. Okay, ranking and traffic are key, but what about engagement? How long do people stick around? Bounce rates.
Also very similar. Average time on page, AI got 3 minutes 27 seconds, humans got 3 minutes 42 seconds.
Tiny difference, like 15 seconds.
Exactly. Bounce rate, AI was 67.3%, human was 63.8%. Again, pretty close.
And click-through rate from the search results, CDR.
AI at 4.2%, human at 4.5%. Very, very similar engagement patterns overall.
Okay, but you mentioned a surprise earlier.
Ah, yes. The featured snippets. You know those answer boxes at the top of Google?
Yeah, position 0, prime real estate.
Well, the AI content actually snagged 5 featured snippets compared to only 3 for the human content.
Get out, really. AI was better at getting featured snippets.
Seems so. Maybe its ability to structure information clearly and concisely based on those detailed prompts really hit the mark for Google's snippet algorithms. That's a key takeaway right there.
Okay, wow. So the million-dollar question for this tutorial part. Why did some AI content rank so well? What was the secret sauce?
The single biggest factor, hands down, prompt quality.
Back to the prompts again.
Always. The AI articles that really flew high were the ones built on incredibly detailed, specific prompts, no vagueness allowed.
What made the prompts winners? What do they include?
They packed in the research data, had clear structural guidelines, sometimes even examples of competitor content,
Okay.
explicit directions on tone and audience, and sometimes even specific stats or quotes to weave in. Really comprehensive briefing.
So garbage prompts in, garbage content out, quality prompts.
Much better chance of quality content out. And it wasn't just the prompt, but the info in the prompt. That comprehensive research part was vital.
The DeepSeek R1 part we mentioned.
Exactly. Combining that deep research from DeepSeek R1 with Claude AI for the writing seemed to be a winning combo. There was a quote from Sarah Johnson at Content Lab. She said, "AI writing tools are only as good as the information they're given."
Makes perfect sense. Feed the beast good food.
Right, and don't forget the polish. Even though they didn't heavily rewrite the AI text, that strategic editing formatting, headings, lists, images, links, that stuff mattered for readability and engagement.
Making it easy and appealing for the human reader.
Crucial. It guides the eye, breaks up text, adds value.
Okay, so based on all this, where should people listening think about applying AI in their own content strategy? Where does it seem to excel?
Informational content seems like a prime candidate. You know, how-to guides, explainer articles, basic tutorials.
Like that budget spreadsheet example you mentioned earlier, the AI one ranked higher.
Exactly. Probably because it could lay out those steps very clearly and logically following the prompt structure.
What else?
Data-rich topics. Things involving lots of numbers or research summary, like personal finance again, or market analysis. AI is good at synthesizing that stuff.
Templated content too, right? Like
Right.
product descriptions.
Oh yeah, huge time saver there. Generating lots of similar but unique descriptions for e-commerce or maybe real estate listings.
And you mentioned updating old content, that separate test.
Right. Using Claude AI to specifically update underperforming articles led to an average rank boost of 7.3 positions. That's a really smart, efficient use case.
Definitely something to consider.
Yeah.
But it's not perfect, right? Where do humans still clearly have the edge?
Absolutely not perfect. Opinion and deep analysis. Remember those fitness articles, the ones needing nuanced expertise? Humans won there.
And storytelling.
Yep, travel content was another human win. Evoking emotion, painting a picture. AI isn't quite there yet.
Brand voice too, getting that exact company tone.
Can be tricky for AI alone, often needs more human editing to nail a specific brand voice consistently.
And highly technical stuff, need that expert eye.
For sure. If accuracy is absolutely critical in a specialized field medicine, law, engineering, you still need that human expert review. AI can draft, but the expert validates.
So the big takeaway for someone's workflow seems to be hybrid.
That really looks like the most powerful approach right now. Use AI for what it's good at: research, drafting, handling data.
Like a superpowered assistant.
Exactly. Then the human comes in to refine, fact-check, add unique insights, inject personality, ensure strategic alignment. It's collaboration.
And the tools are only going to get better.
Constantly, Claude AI keeps improving. New specialized SEO AIs are emerging. It's moving fast.
And Google's adapting too, focusing on that EEAT.
Right. Helpfulness, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness. They care about the quality and user satisfaction, less about whether a human or AI wrote the first draft, as long as it meets those standards. Recent updates emphasize helpful content, demonstrated expertise, good engagement, natural language.
Okay, so let's turn this into an action plan. If someone wants to start integrating AI strategically, what are the steps?
Step 1. Start with solid research. Use DeepSeek R1, Perplexity, Google Scholar, whatever gets you the best, most accurate info. Don't skimp here.
Foundation first.
Then, craft detailed prompts. This is huge. Specify intent, structure, key points, tone, audience, maybe even negative constraints, what not to include. Treat prompt engineering like a skill to develop.
Practice makes perfect, presumably.
Absolutely. Step 3. Use multiple AI tools strategically. Claude for writing, maybe DeepSeek for research. Use web search plugins for verification, Napkin for visuals. Leverage their different strengths.
Don't just stick to one tool for everything.
Right. And step 4, maybe the most important, add clear human value. Original analysis, unique images or data, case studies, personal anecdotes, updated stats, strategic internal and external links. Make it yours.
That final layer of expertise and polish.
That's what elevates it.
Okay, super practical. Speaking of practical,
Visit the links in the description below.
perfect timing. Because, this space is moving so fast, there's even more data coming out.
Yeah.
I saw a mention of this definitive 2024 test.
Yeah, that one's throwing up some really eye-opening numbers.
Look, AI outperforming human content by 18% over 6 months. That's
Yeah.
significant.
It is, and they pinpointed prompt engineering as being responsible for, get this, 73% of the difference in AI content performance.
73%. Wow. It really hammers home how crucial those instructions are.
Absolutely, and they found something really interesting about blended content.
Blended, like AI and human together.
Exactly. Articles that had about 41% original research mixed with AI writing actually did better than purely human stuff. It's about that synergy.
That hybrid model we were just talking about.
Precisely. They even developed something called a 7-layer prompting system, which they claim boosted quality by like 218%.
Okay, now that sounds like something people need to check out.
Definitely. And they've got a whole hybrid workflow blueprint mapped out. Plus, they talk about these 5 AI content kill shots, common mistakes to avoid.
Like what? Give me one.
Prompt poverty, basically. Weak, lazy prompts. Another is data anemia, not feeding the AI enough good information to work with.
Huh? Love those names. Makes you want to avoid them. So seriously, check out those links in the description for that deeper dive.
For sure. It's next level stuff if you're serious about this.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the final takeaway from our tutorial today. Can AI blog posts rank?
Yes, absolutely they can. Sometimes they even outperform humans, as we saw.
But it's not just about AI versus human.
Not at all. The key factors are still quality of information, value to the reader, demonstrating that EEAT expertise, authoritativeness, trust. That's what Google seems to reward, regardless of the origin.
So AI is a tool, a powerful one.
A potentially very powerful tool to scale content production, yes. And it's a big but only when it's used properly, with human strategy, oversight, and value add.
Think of it as a turbocharged assistant, not a replacement.
That's a great way to put it. It assists, it drafts, it researches, but the human guides, refines, and owns the final quality.
So the provocative thought to leave everyone with. It's not about choosing sides, AI or human.
No, the future is collaborative. The real question for you, the listener, is how can you strategically integrate AI into your own content process?
Where can it genuinely help you be more efficient or effective?
And just as importantly, where does your unique human insight, your expertise, your creativity add the most irreplaceable value? Thinking about that specific blend, that's your next step.